And here we go. It is Ruslan Panov versus Tarik versus the HAW National Champion James Calhoun. It's going to be interesting to see who wins this match because that means the winner is the HAW National Champion. I guess it's not that interesting. It's sort of straightforward. It's expected at this point that the winner of a championship match will become champion. Could it be this man? Could it be Ruslan Panov? Ruslan Panov, he just has bones to pick with everybody. And there's also Tarik. Tarik, you know, he hasn't been a good run lately, but maybe a win tonight could definitely put him in well, he would be in title contention because he won the title. That would be a very good way to be in title contention, but nonetheless, the current champion, James Calhoun, he has an unorthodox way of going about things, but it's brought him success so far. So Calhoun, probably not looking to change anything up, probably looking to keep things the same, and it goes off with Tarik attacking Panov while Calhoun just watches and lets whatever needs to happen, and it's not a bad strategy. Calhoun only moving his arms as he watched that entire time. Very interesting. It's almost like a praying mantis. If you ever captured a praying mantis in a small glass, you could just notice they bulge and they look like aliens. They're very creepy. I don't know what bulges out. It contracts back and forth. It's very, very disturbing. There's an embarrassing video of me capturing one and screaming like a girl. But I'm not going to show that to anyone. That's going to be remained in the vault for many years to come. Nonetheless, there's a match going on, so forget about my terrible fears of bugs. And we've got James Calhoun going after Ruslan Panov with a knee to the gut. Tarik looking to get involved, but gets involved by getting a punch in the face, an errant punch in the face, and a shin breaker onto Ruslan Panov by James Calhoun. That allows Tarik to come into the action and attack. I just zoned out. There's a match going on. And look at Ruslan Panov going after Tarik. I may have gotten names confused because for a second I just assumed everyone was named James Calhoun, I think. Boy, I feel like I might have had a stroke. And you know who might be having a stroke right now? Ruslan Panov, because he just got punched in the head. I was waiting for head contact, and thankfully Tarik delivered. And now James Calhoun running around the ring. And he picks up Tarik. And oh my goodness, that's gotta hurt the back of Tarik. Meanwhile, Panov going after Calhoun. Calhoun punching Panov. And kneeing him in the face, and a double knee to the face of James Calhoun. And picks him up and punches him in the back. Ruslan Panov, his tattoos are probably hurting right now. He only has one tattoo that we know of, so I shouldn't have pluralized that. Tarik, no tattoos that we know of. And wait, we gotta cover here one! Dennis Thompson. Word on the street is that he is just covered in tattoos beneath his ref shirt, but we'll never see that, so just use your imagination. Panov, drop kick to Tarik. I'm getting one of those thingies in my throat. I had to clear my throat, so that had to be a very unpleasant sound for the audience listening at home. And look at that. Tarik slammed onto the ground by James Calhoun. James Calhoun, a very, very tall competitor. Every single time I look at him, I say, this man is unusually tall. You would expect him to be smaller, but he's got a lot of height. He's towering almost over Tarik, and he's certainly towering over Ruslan Panov. Tarik now stomping away on James Calhoun, the national champion. And Calhoun, what's this? Oh, slammed to the ground there by Ruslan Panov, and he just starts going with the kicks, but Tarik reverses, and everyone just sort of ganging up there on Panov. Well, they were for a moment until Tarik said, hey, Calhoun, wait, we've seen this before? He kicks him in the head, and look at Tarik going for the pin right there. That was a little bit of a crafty move, but you had to imagine that Panov wasn't going to let him take that pin that easily. And Tarik just dives head first out of the ring. I think he's, I think he's in a lot of pain. He wasn't planning on that. I think he meant to dive into the opponent, but he just went through the middle and the bottom rope, and it was quite a sight to see. Very impressive. If there was an opponent outside the ring and he hit him, that would have been great. And look at that, Calhoun just kidding Tarik. Here he goes for the cover one. Oh, but there it is. Ruslan Panov breaking up and Ruslan leaving the ring. Oh no, what's he looking underneath for that ring? He's got a chair. This could be a lot of danger. And Tarik up to the top rope with an elbow drop onto the back of Calhoun's head. Calhoun rolled into that, and that has to cause a lot of pain. While Ruslan Panov just waiting with this chair, and we just DDTs James Calhoun onto the steel chair. Calhoun, he might have a stroke. He might in the future. He might have had a stroke if that had more damage. Stroke isn't really a condition, it's more of an action, I think. Like, it becomes a condition. Look at this, they're just stealing the chair off of each other. And finally, he steals it again. And he steals it again. And he steals it again. And, Panov gets DDT'd onto the chair by Tarik. Oh my goodness, and Panov, he kicks Tarik in the head, but Calhoun has a sledgehammer now, and breaks up the pin. I haven't seen people stealing that many chairs since I had to stand for 4 hours waiting for Al Gore. So now, Calhoun going after Tarik, and he got picked up and slammed. I was going for the whole momentum of he's going to pick him up and slam him, but Tarik was the one who picked him up and slammed Calhoun. We've got a cover here. Calhoun's down 1, 2, and Tarik kicked out, but Calhoun didn't go for a break up there. Very interesting strategy there by Calhoun. But he seems to be a guy who doesn't care if he loses his HAW National Championship. He's just always ready for the next thing. Good classic body slam there by Tarik. That is textbook. That is like out of the 1970s. I loved it. But now everyone's down. 1, 2. Oh, that time Calhoun does break up the pinfall. Right at 2. Could have been 3, but Calhoun broke him up. And look at that. Tarik just slamming the head of Mr. Panov into the turnbuckle. And a double underhook powerbomb there. But Calhoun can't go for and capitalize for a pinfall. He's in too much pain. Panov hits him with a chair, and Calhoun's got a sledgehammer. He hits Tarik with the sledgehammer. He's choking him out now, while Panov just waiting there. I think everyone's out of it except for Panov. He's just slamming away under James Calhoun, but Calhoun manages to get behind him. And what's this? Oh my goodness, he slams him down to the ground. And Tarik saying, hey, don't mind if I do. Calhoun says, not on my... Well, wait, he can't... Oh, I thought that was it. Calhoun was having trouble breaking up that pinfall. But Tarik, he kept the shoulders of Ruslan Panov onto the ground. And Panov eats another finishing maneuver. And Calhoun slides out of the ring with a steel chair. But he hits Tarik with a steel chair that time. And he made sure that... Oh my goodness, Calhoun just going away on the steel chair right there. He hit Panov and Tarik. All these men have been hit with chairs and sledgehammers and finishers at this point. They've got to be in a lot of pain. It could be anyone's match. It could be next pinfall wins at this point. This is just down to the wire. And Calhoun is right now not doing anything. He's watching Tarik and Panov go after it. And Calhoun now in control of Panov, and he's giving him a noogie, or he's punching him in the face, I'm not sure. The noogie might have been more devastating, but a Manhattan drop there by Tarik sends Calhoun to the ground. We've got a pinfall here by 1, 2, but Tarik, he saw, I think at first he didn't know that was a pinfall, but then he realized what was going on and ran and broke it up. Tarik's down, we got another pinfall, 1, 2, oh my, that was close. That was close. I thought it was it. Ruslan Panov had 2.9, and the noogie occurs again. And now Tarik going to town on Calhoun with the steel chair. That thing is bent and damaged at this point. Oh my goodness. And Panov with a drop kick there onto James Calhoun. And now Tarik still has that chair in his hand, but Panov manages to get away and hits a bicycle kick. And Oh, he just kicks him in the face and he's bleeding. Good God. 1, 2, 3. And what a vicious kick. He might have kicked him in the eye. That is just a massive amount of blood from a kick like that. Good God, someone get him a doctor. Tarik needs it. But the story of this match, which was a very good match, is Ruslan Panov picks up the 1-2-3 victory, and he becomes HAW National Champion. No longer is it James Calhoun. Ruslan Panov, HAW National Champion.